MC Kids. MC Kids time. That's right. Bring out the MC Kids. Does this box art slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things it is supposed to do? I vote no. I vote no on MC Kids. The American box art, I do not believe that it does the things in which it is supposed to do. Is there action? Yes, there is action. You got some high fives. You got both of the MC Kids high-fiving. That's action. However, that is the only action on the fucking box art. You could make the argument that Hamburglar is walking, and that's action. I do not necessarily constitute walking as action for your box art. It does not pass the sniff test for me. Does it encapsulate what the gameplay experience is like? Again, not really. Not really. You got, what are their names? Do I have it written down? Mick and Mac. You got Mick and Mac high-fiving. That does not encapsulate what the gameplay experience is about. I think this box art is a fail. I think it's kind of, if I really had to, get scrutinous about it, I would accuse it as being covert advertising for McDonald's, which again, it's licensed by McDonald's, or not licensed, but all the money is backed by McDonald's. They're taking an IP from McDonald's, or they're making an IP for McDonald's. So, I don't think this is good box art. However, the European box art different story. The European box art, better. It still fails all the criteria that I told you guys about. It still fails the 2 criteria. However, I think it's better than the North American box art, just simply because, the kids have more detail. They look powerfully 90s. Powerfully 90s. I think Mac is the person of color. Look how big his shoes are. Look how big his feet are. It's literally like an eighth the size of his own body. And he's wearing a shirt made entirely out of fruit stripe wrappers. Like, wrappers with a W, not rappers with an R. So, he looks like the Fresh Prince of Branson, Missouri. So the European box art, I think it actually fucks a little bit better than the North American. We have some notes for MC Kids. MC Kids released in February of '92. They were developed by Virgin Games, published by Virgin Interactive Entertainment. So in-house. Virgin did all of this. 2 years later, Virgin Games would be acquired by Blockbuster. Blockbuster Entertainment. Blockbuster had its tentacles all throughout the gaming industry. I did not know. I took a little deep dive into Blockbuster when I was reading about this. Blockbuster, they were putting their money in some game developers' hands and some game publishers' hands, which was, it makes sense. It's where all the video games are. The plot of the game of MC Kids in full. The Hamburglar is up to his usual tricks. He has stolen Ronald McDonald's magical bag, quote unquote. And it's up to you, Mick and Mac, to get it back. And we, the writers, are done here. Pay me money, please. That's it. The writers have done their job. That's the plot to the entire game. The ending to this game: the magic bag escapes from the Hamburglar, comes alive. You gotta stuff McDonald's Happy Meals into its mouth like Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. And then you give the bag back to Ronald. That's it. Money, please. Writers, money, please. Pay us. That's the ending. Spoiler. So sorry. MC Kids was openly criticized for what most assumed was a hard, erect, gratuitous, shameful promotion of the McDonald's product aimed squarely at kids. But there's actually very little references to any of McDonald's products within the game. There's no talk about Happy Meals. There's no talk about Chicken McNuggets. Other than the characters, you know, it does talk about the characters, which I think is fair. You're allowed to have the McDonald's in-universe characters in your McDonald's game. I don't necessarily think that that's like a shameful, gratuitous plug. But the reviewers actually lauded the game wholesale, MC Kids, for being the inverse of what people expected. People said that it had good sound design, unique platformer physics for its time, and kind of a one-of-a-kind HR puff and stuff flavored levels and enemies. Under the hood, MC Kids is running the exact same game engine as Cool Spot. And that's not bad. That's not wrong. You know, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Cool Spot was a fantastic game. So for a licensed, an IP licensed material, like Cool Spot was legit, especially for the Super and the Sega. Cool Spot was good. Guys, I have 2 random McDonald's facts for you guys. 1, did you know that McDonald's partnered with NASA in 2012 to shoot up a rocket just for advertisement? It was going to orbit an asteroid somewhere. It said where it was, but I didn't write that down. Who needs that? It was going to orbit an asteroid, and it was going to advertise McDonald's food products in space, which granted, it's a little cool. I think that's pretty cool. At the same time, I feel like that is the conceit of man, to be so conceited in yourself and your species to shoot up a rocket to advertise your god-awful shitty fucking food that fucking poisons people. Like, that is mind-blowing how conceited that is. And then number 2, what year did McDonald's ban smoking cigarettes from their establishments? What year, chat? They banned smoking in 2010. No. 2015, no. 2023, no. McDonald's banned smoking inside their establishments in 1994, which is wild to me that you could go into a McDonald's up to 1994 and people were smoking cigarettes inside the McDonald's. That's so gross. Like, because I remember BK, they waited a little bit longer to ban smoking inside of their establishments, because I distinctly remember smoking some Marlboro Reds right after I got done eating my Junior Whopper in Punta Gorda. Like, so that is MC Kids. That's what I have on MC Kids. Didn't even bother to color the shoes? No, they didn't. I didn't notice that before, Vicer. You're right. There's some white ass shoes. Damn. All right, let's get into McKids, guys. Enough filibustering. Just like always, gonna lay out if there's an intro. Oh, I'm sorry, Julie. My mistake. I didn't see there. Julius redeemed a toast. We got a toast for Julius. You guys will get along with this one. Like, a toast to virginity. The very best thing to give away for free. There you guys go. All you virgins in the chat, I know you're in there. All right. All right, it doesn't look like we have an intro. So, is this Mac or is this Mick? Oh wait, is that changing his color? Yeah, okay. It's kind of weird. There it is. Bada bing, Okay. I don't want to press any buttons. Ronald was showing off his magic bag at a picnic in the meadow when all of a sudden, do I have to press a button? Okay. Help, help, the Hamburglar has run off with my magic bag. Please help us get it back. Search the levels of my clubhouse and retrieve at least 4 of my puzzle cards. If you come back to my house with 4 cards, I will show you how to get to Birdie's house. Why don't you show me how to get to Birdie's house from Get? Why do I need to get your fucking magic cards, man? I got enough magic cards, bro. I have a shit ton of them. I don't need to find yours too. All right, pop out the timer. 15 minutes on the timer. Let's play. I'm pretty sure your chat has ravaged a vagina or two. No. Are you joking me, Vicer? No. The last vagina they saw is when they exited their mother's womb, all right? Just being belligerent chat all the time. Ugh. All right, right off the bat. Not bad controls. Ooh, okay. Responsive controls. Ooh, just lugging that thing around. Jump's pretty good. It's a precise jump. It's a little floaty. That's all right. It's not bad. Kind of reminds me of Super Mario 3. Ooh, what? What happened here? That's cool. Oh, shit. We're upside down, boys. That's pretty gnar. Right from Get, because I was... Uh-oh. I was wondering how we were gonna get all this shit. Do the M's make any difference? Like, is there any reason to collect the M's, or is it just, you know, like standard platformer collectathon bullshit? Okay. Didn't need that. Didn't need that. Didn't need to be pushed back to the beginning of the level. Game. How do we get back down? That would be good to know. That would be good to know. Can we get back down? All right, well, that's not gonna do it. Do I have to? Bro. Bro. Okay! I mean, interesting design. I like it. How do we get back down? Like, fuck. We're stuck up here. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay. That's how we do it. No. We run. There we go. Okay. That's cool, though. That's... We were killed by a fucking tulip. Oh, shit. We have another redeem. Let me pause it. Let me pause the timer. Bada bing. We have a redeem from Frankie. There he is. Rodmaster Frankie. Frank redeemed OTL SNES. Mega Man X3. Nice. Fuck yeah. We're definitely going to play some Mega Man X3. Without a doubt. This is what you get for violating the laws of... Thanks for joining Six's stream. Get your free stream game now. Hurry. What are you promoting, Vicer? What are you doing? Are you being mischievous? What happened to... Oh, God. Something happened to RetroArch. Okay, we'll restart. We're at the beginning of the game. No, we're getting there, boys. We're getting there. It's gonna happen. We're so close. Ah, Beefers. Adventure Island 2. Ah, sucks for you, Beef. We already did Adventure Island 2. Ah, somebody doesn't watch the streams. Beef, hit me with another game, because I already did Adventure Island 2. I'll respect and honor your redeem. But you gotta do a different game, because I already did Adventure Island 2. I'm not doing it again. It's kind of a turd. It's okay, it's good, it's simplistic, it's just not, you know. It hasn't aged well. Ninja Gaiden it is. Bada bang, we have not done Ninja Gaiden. I gotta rewrite all this shit. OTL, NES, Beef, Ninja Gaiden. All right, Beef, you're in there. Thank you for not abusing it to just make me play the fucking angry video game nerd catalog. I appreciate that. I'm already trying my best to not just be James Rolfe at home, you know? So, play some good stuff. Not all shitty turd games. Like, the objective in playing OTL is not just to play some shitty nerd games that suck, but to see whether or not, because I see a lot of people online talk about specifically the SNES being, hell yeah, they did a running high five, talking about the SNES being like, you know, the godsend of video games, literally, you know, the mutts nuts, the cat's meow. What the fuck is that? Of video games, and I'm just like, were y'all there? There were some heavy hitters for the SNES, yes, but there was a lot of fucking shovelware on the Super. A lot. And so, my goal is to not allow any human joy to spread anywhere. And thus, I have to kill the nostalgia accordingly. It needs to be murdered. Because I don't trust nostalgia at all, because almost literally every single thing that I've had, ooh yeah, we got the card, that I've had nostalgia over, turned out to be a lie. So, not everything. There are some games where definitely it held up, but not so much. Okay, if you weigh them down, this goes all the way down. Cool. What does that do? What does that do? Your pronunciation of Ninja Gaiden disturbs me. Well, stop being so hetero, Nox. You've done Adventure Island 2, but not Ninja Gaiden. Well, when I first started, I did not want to highlight the games that everybody and their fucking mother have already talked about online. Because what am I going to add that people haven't already said? As a writer, I distinctly don't like to reuse things that have already been said. I feel like if you're going to put it into print or if you're going to put it into online media, you need to say something or bring something new and original to the table. And if you don't, then you're just retreading old material. And I don't like to retread old material. I try not to. So I purposefully went out of my way to like not do the classic kind of, you know, games that everybody loves and remembers. However, like halfway into, we did it again. Halfway into doing this series, I realized I'm gonna have to bring out the heavy hitters, and you know, do some games that everybody loves. Like, and it's okay, it's fine, you know, because it's like Yoshi's Island. You know, it's like, okay, what am I gonna say about Yoshi's Island that hasn't been said 14 million times? You know, but at the same time, it's like it's less me bringing something original to the mix and more y'all watching me play it. So it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Nox, go slap a penis. Oh God, it's getting to the point where we might be suggesting games you already played here. Yeah. There are a lot of fucking Nintendo games though, bro. A lot. My list is huge. Huge. Is the golden age a shade of gold, a shade of piss, or somewhere in between? That's what OTL is all about. You are correct, Nox. You're my marketing guy. You're the one, you're my publicist. Hold on, we skipped 3. I'm not getting these fucking golden cards. I was like, I'm not doing that shit. I mean, we're only playing for 15 minutes anyway, so, you know. What can we do? So far, this isn't bad, though. This is actually better than I remember. I played MC Kids one time because it was always rented out at my local video library. It was never in stock, ever. I don't know how to get that though. I mean, I'm pressing, oh, you just press jump, okay. I guess if you hold down the jump while you're, okay, we're not gonna get eaten by that fucking fish. We're gonna, okay, there we go. Can we just throw this block at him? Nope, bounces off. All right, we're in the Super Mario Brothers 3 shoe, the Kurbo shoe, I think. That's it? That's the whole level? Wow, that's a short ass level. Holy shit, wow. Jesus Christ. 6, write that down. I mean, Nox is right. That is pretty much what it is. Like, look at Final Fantasy XI, look what nostalgia did to Tetsuo. Like Hulk Hogan turned out to be racist. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, not a super crazy surprise that, you know, a wrestler from the territory days turned out to be a racist. It's like, what? No, never, you know? It's kind of like finding out that your favorite wrestlers are, you know, degenerate Republicans. It's like, oh, I mean, it makes sense, you know. Most people are not Republicans because of social issues, but because of money, because they want to keep their money. They want to have less taxes. So, you know, that part, if you're an independent contractor, that kind of makes sense. That kind of checks out. So, you know, I get it. I don't support it, but I get it. All right, more of the M's. Okie doke. I liked Ron Paul. Money is tight. Love me some money. I used to love me some money. I thought all my problems would be solved by having more money. Most of them were. I don't have to, you know, overdraft myself at Chinese buffet anymore. That's nice. But money, I have gotten to a point with money where it no longer makes any difference in my life whatsoever anymore. It's nice to have, it's nice to collect, but I was telling Beef a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, I have to go to the bank and I have to deposit my checks. I have to write my signature on these 23 checks that I was given. Oh God. Beef was just like, you're complaining about getting money. I was like, yep. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep me honest. Keep me honest, Nox. I'm all jumbled up today, man. I was kind of in a shitty mood when I started streaming, and then I had one minor inconvenience in the beginning of the stream, and it completely fucked me over. Now I'm just... Oh, okay. Nox redeemed. Rank the 7 deadly sins: gluttony, lust, wrath, pride, envy, sloth, greed, if you have not done it before. I have not done it before, Nox. Let me pause the game real quick. The game time, and rank those. 7 deadly sins: gluttony, lust, wrath, pride, envy, sloth, and greed. Okay. We're gonna rank them in terms of which ones I think are the better sins to have. More fun. All right, so lust is gonna be A tier, that's for sure. I mean, my entire adult life has been fueled by lust. So lust is A tier. Gluttony, for me, is gonna be D tier. Cause like, I'm not horny for food. Like, I'm very much a food is fuel guy. So food doesn't really do much for me. So gluttony is gonna be D tier. Wrath is gonna be B tier. Because like I'm a stoner pothead, so I'm not usually one that holds grudges. However, when I do get to the point in which I am actually, you know, looking to burn the village down, I can be a petty motherfucker. Very petty. So we're gonna put wrath at B. Pride is kind of like C tier for me. I have a little bit of pride about certain things, but most of the time my pride is just like, I'm shameless. I'm just like, whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's a made up fucking emotion, you know? So pride is C tier. Envy is also D tier. I'm not very envious of people. It's kind of hard to impress me. Like, I'm not very easily impressed unless it's artistic. If it's artistic and creative, then I'm very impressed. However, if people are like, oh, I have $1 billion, I'm just like, yeah, so what? Who gives a shit? Or if people are like, oh, look at all this collectible game stuff I have. I'm like, okay, yawn. You have a bunch of mass and matter. So envy doesn't do anything. There's not really a lot of things in life where I look at other people and I'm like, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Because I don't. Because I'm just like, I have everything that I need to make me happy. Like, even now with money, I have a bunch of money, but I'm like, I already own all the things that I have that make me feel happy. So it doesn't do anything for me. So also, I'm a minimalist, so I don't really put a whole bunch of stock into material things. So that was envy. Sloth? Sloth is like B- tier, because I could be a slothy motherfucker, especially now at the end of my work week. Oh boy, I get lazy. We can get lazy. I love a good lazy fucking day where I do nothing. But my brain has been corrupted by owning a business to the point where I'm like, okay, let's watch some YouTube videos of gold refining. Can't watch some gold refining videos. And then 25 minutes into it, my brain's just like, you should be doing something else. You could be doing something else right now. Like, you should be working on your business or blah, blah, blah. So sloth is getting corrupted by the fact that I'm a business owner now. Greed. Greed is low. Greed is like D tier. I was a lot more greedy when I was poor and I had no money. Now that I have money, I'm not really compelled by money anymore. I have clients that are like, oh, I'll make it worth your while. And I was just like, they're like, oh, I'll pay you $75 just to come over, and then you can charge whatever you want. And you can add that to the $75, service call or whatever. But I'm just like, honey, $120, it ain't gonna fucking cook my day no more. It don't do nothing to me. It does not even stir my genitals. Time is much more important to me than money. So that would be my ranking. Those would be my tier list for the 7 deadly sins. Sorry I missed you, Knox. I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat. But by all means, if I do miss a ranking or if you redeem something, please tell me in chat. Do not be afraid to, point out, hey, Six, you're an idiot. You missed this. Like, definitely point it out. I thank you for redeeming that, man. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the game. Let me restart the timer. We got 3.5 more minutes, guys. Bada bing, bada bing. Let's see. Oh, God, right into the pit. Immediately. Game over! Exclamation mark. Press start to continue. All right, Ronald's showing off his bag. Oh, we got to go through all this? Bro, why is this not skippable? The tepid moonlight cleanses all woes. Big fan of gluttony, myself. Beef, yep, that makes sense. Listening to Sparrowson, voice for Momo in this clip talk alongside Six Normal Speak has made me feel insane. Me and Beef are horny for food. Look at us. Oh, we gotta go through this all over again. Unfollowed. I was more mad at Sen's Fortress than I was at the hurricane that flooded my house. Sen's Fortress in Dark Souls Sen's Fortress, it does make or break a lot of gamers, I didn't think Sen's Fortress was too bad, but I could see how it could fucking irritate the piss out of people, for sure. Even Blighttown, I thought Blighttown was a pain in the ass, but I didn't think it was that terrible. I came into Dark Souls very late into the game though. Like, everybody was playing it and was hyping over it, and I was like 3 years beyond, so, what is there to be proud of? Yeah, I agree. I kind of agree. We're a human race, but this is no race whatsoever. Nobody's winning. Let's see. I am horned for the food. I am also horned for the food stench. Yeah. I was like, oh. Envy is bottom tier. I agree. I'm not very envious of people. Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm just doing my own thing. To be honest with you, I feel like I am, oh, we're gonna fall. Oh, we made it to the Kerbo shoe, nice. To be honest with you, I feel like I actually have the life and lifestyle that a lot of people are envious of, which is hilarious to me, but I've been told by many people that they live through me vicariously, and I was like, are you serious? Really? It's like, okay, all right, sounds good. Damn, I feel attacked. Why, John? Because I was talking about having a bunch of game material stuff, having a bunch of game stuff. I used to be like a casual collector of video game memorabilia, but once you move 3 times in 3 years to different apartments and you have to fucking move all that garbage, you're just like, let's get rid of it. All I do is look at it, and then every now and then somebody comes inside my dwelling and they're just like, oh, you have this? Wow. And that's it. That's the only purpose it serves. And so, I don't know. For me, just, I'm a minimalist. I don't, into the pit. I just don't put a whole bunch of value and worth into material things. They don't really mean anything to me. So, you know, especially nowadays. Because I'm just like, if something breaks, I'll just buy another one. It doesn't matter. It makes no difference. Before, when I was a poro, if something broke, oh my God, it was the end of the world for me. But now I'm just like, man. I'm like, oh, Keurig needs to be descaled? Nah, we'll just buy another one. I'm not gonna buy the descaling solution and do the descaling. Nah, we'll just buy another one. That's all we need. All right, the timer's going off. Let's bring it back to the NES talk. Let's pop MC Kids back up. Criteria number 1 for the 15 minutes in which I played this game. Was I entertained? Yes. I'm gonna try to do these reviews and critiques without being painted by the mood that I'm in. I was entertained. I do think that for a NES platformer, a licensed product, IP, food, restaurant, game, does a lot. It was doing a lot. Like, there are some physics and some mechanics in the game that weren't even in Super Mario Bros. 3, and that was kind of like, you know, the testament to NES platformers. That was the litmus. I would say I was entertained. It was an entertaining game for the 15 minutes in which I played. Criteria number 2, now that I played this game, is my memory core of it. Does it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? Yes, it does. I remember playing it one weekend and being very pleasantly surprised by how solid it actually was. And even though I'm in a shitty mood and I'm being inconvenienced by things that don't matter, I felt that the memory core was not rewritten by this experience. Like, I was actually quite positively impressed by, you know, the weird upside down mechanics, getting warped back to the start of the level. I'm sure that has a play into finding like some of the secret cards, because that one time it warped back to the beginning of the level. I warped higher. I was higher of altitude, so I could get one of the Ronald McDonald cards. And so, legit, you know? Like, I think it was great. Like, it's not bad whatsoever. Not bad. It's a pass. It's a pass. MC Kids, you have made it to the next round.